Hi beauties, welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time. I am always just so happy you're here. I wanted to sit down and film a video that I know I mentioned before I probably wasn't gonna do. However, as I was doing my makeup, like, I don't know, a few days ago, I was using several of these products, and as I was using them, I would be like, oh wow, this is beautiful. Oh, this is beautiful. And then I just kind of noticed that they were all relatively new products. So I know I mentioned I wasn't going to do, or I probably wouldn't have enough to do like a favorite makeup of 2022. However, I really did try some beautiful stuff this past year, and I just feel like it would be remiss of me to not mention it. Okay, I don't have something from every category. I just kind of pulled things that like really stand out, things that I really do love. I'm glad I purchased. I've had a lot of fun using. I am by no means saying that you have to own these products. You do not have to go out and buy these products, because you can live without all of them. You really can. I really can. But I'm glad that I have them. So in no particular order, unless, should I go in order of how I apply them? I don't know. I feel like people kind of like to have an order to things. So let's do that. Right. So the order in which I do my makeup is eyes first. So we can start with eyes. You will know if you've been here for a while, I have not been into eyeshadow. As I was thinking and looking at my collection, I really think I've only bought like 4 or 5 palettes the whole entire year last year, and they were pretty good. So I'm going to talk about 3 of them, 3 of like my absolute most used. Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes. I know this is everywhere. I know you know what it looks like, but I really like this palette. I know this has gotten mixed reviews. I think I even saw this in some people's like least favorite makeup this year. That's not been the case for me. This is kind of the eye looks that I like. I mean, just kind of something like this. I love that, like super, these are really kind of, I don't know, it's hard to describe. Like sometimes when I put my finger in these, it almost feels like they are hard panned a little bit, but I really enjoy this type of shimmer, just this like sheer glass type of shimmer. I know I talk about that a lot, but I really do think that it just looks gorgeous on the eye. This isn't even the palette I'm wearing today, but I do really love these, and I am not a person who is like impressed by matte eyeshadows, but the mattes in this palette are unbelievably easy to use, like so easy. Really have been enjoying that palette. This palette I bought probably almost exactly a year ago. I think I bought it like early 2022, January maybe. This is the Vanity Makeup Signature palette. Another palette that I have really loved. In case you have not seen it or know what it looks like, you know that I love, I don't know, I just like something about the way that this palette is set up is so pleasing to me. It's not only visually pleasing, but it's so like it makes sense to me. It's easy to put together looks. This is another palette where like these shimmers are just, hopefully I'm in frame, are out of this world. Like there's different textures in here. They all are just so high shine and beautiful on the lid. These mattes work well. I just love this. It makes sense, right? Like you can go in with a matte, put the shimmer on top, matte, shimmer on top. If you want just like a really quick, easy, beautiful look. I'm gonna get these off my fingers, so I'm gonna swatch them for you. Not the best, but that's them there. These 3. Beautiful. Oh, Love them. Oh my God. Okay, and then the last palette that I have to talk about, this took a while to get here because it is from an Australian indie brand, but this might be my absolute favorite palette this year, and I've only had it for a couple of months, but I can't stop using it. And this is the Glaminatrix Nearly Natural. I heard so many people talk about this and I just had to get it. I did not care how long it took to get here. This color story is perfect. It's just so perfect. I love looking at it. I've never tried Glaminatrix before, but again, like, these formulas are incredible. The mattes work well. Everything just complements each other. Like, it doesn't matter what you dip into, it's going to look good. You know, it's another one of those palettes where, like, I really don't have to think about putting a look together. I can just go in with anything and know that it is going to look well, blend well, and come out looking amazing. So that's it for palettes. You also know, if you've been here, I have been on a journey with single eyeshadows. This really was the year of trying a bunch of single eyeshadows. I do plan on continuing that journey into this year. I just am so into single eyeshadows. Let me show you what I'm wearing on my lids today. I have been obsessed with just this classic, I mean, this is a classic product, MAC Paint Pot and Groundwork. Very, very kind of boring in the pan. I don't know what other word to use to describe it. It's not all that exciting, but like, it's just so beautiful. This is a shade that I find myself going to a lot just for every day, like just rubbing this all over my eyelids. Even like, it's so easy to do with my fingers. Like, you really don't even need a brush. You can dab some on your lids and just kind of pat it out. It looks beautiful. I'm actually wearing this layered with my Urban Decay Space Cowboy shadow. I mean, these are another classic, okay? Like, they've been around forever. I've loved them forever. I used to have a couple in my collection and I don't know what happened to them, why I would have ever decluttered them, but these really, really got a ton of hype this past year, and for good reason. If you've ever owned any of them, you know this is like, again, one of those kind of almost sheer looking, but once it's on the lid, it's got like this really beautiful kind of brown base. It's got all these like shimmers running through it. It's so reflective and beautiful on the eyes. So this is a combo that I love wearing. I also tried, I really need to do just like a separate video on my single eyeshadows because I have some really, really nice ones, but just for the purpose of this video, ones that I have really impressed me this year are the Charlotte Tilbury Pop Shots, the single eyeshadows. I mean, first of all, you've seen the packaging, but come on. And I wish she would bring these back because I think they're lovely, and I don't know why they were just made limited edition. But okay, I have Emerald Eyes, Diamond Eyes, Rose Gold, and Sunlit Diamond. Okay, not like the greatest swatches, but we have Diamond Eyes, Rose Gold, Emerald Eyes, and Sunlit Diamond. These are so beautiful. Emerald Eyes is one of those shadows that it's almost like duochromy. Like, it's obviously green, but it almost has this like bluish or like teal flip to it. And Diamond Eyes is just so special. It's so special. And you probably can't tell on camera, but it has a little bit more like texture than the other ones. But Emerald Eyes is one of those shadows that every single time I wear it, I get complimented on it. I get asked what it is. They are just so So nice. And again, I know like some people have had kind of mixed reviews of those. I've really been liking them. They're not like the most long wearing on me, but I have found, I think I have actually just come to the realization that I think oilier eyelids than what I want to admit, because it doesn't matter what eyeshadow I wear. It doesn't matter what primer I use. My shades, my eyeshadow always creases on me. So those are no exception. But anyway, really, really beautiful. So glad I have them. Wish they would come back, because I really do think that more people wanted to try them and people would love them. This is relatively new too, but I cannot stop wearing this. Oh my God, this Victoria Beckham Lid Luster in Velvet. I think this has got to be in the running for my favorite eyeshadow like ever. You guys, this is, oh, this is me. It is like the most beautiful gold, bronze, but like almost a little bit of green. Like it's like, oh, I don't even know how to describe it. Excuse me. It looks so beautiful. Like sheared out, you kind of blend out the edges and you get a little bit of that like darker base poking through. It's stunning. It looks beautiful on my eyes. I love it. I have now 3 of those lid lusters and I want them all. But that's it for eyeshadows, or those are at least kind of like the standouts for me this year. I have, this drawer is like half full of single eyeshadows. Most of them I would say that I probably purchased within the last year. So that is on my list of things to do, is just a video of single eyeshadows. Moving on, primers. I'm not a big primer gal. I'm really not, even though I have like 12 of them. But this I tried in the last year. This has really been a standout product for me, the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. It's just so good. It is like a primer, moisturizer. I don't even really know what to say about it. It's just the perfect, you know, blend of those things. I don't find that, I'm wearing it today, I don't think that it's like necessarily blurring. I mean, I still have pores, but it's very moisturizing, and I just love the way that my makeup applies with this and the way that my makeup sits on top of this. I think I got this during one of Ulta's like 21 Days of Beauty sales. I think this was 50% off. I would not have tried it otherwise. It's pretty expensive, but I know that they have a smaller size than this, but I am so glad that I tried this year. I've been loving that. Foundation, again, not a whole lot has impressed me, but this Haus Labs, what is this called? The Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I am in the shade 175 Light Neutral. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. And I know like you have heard everybody raving about it. And again, it is for good reason. I'm wearing it today. It's a really nice shade match for me. I don't know why I was under the impression, this is how like out of the loop I've been with makeup stuff this year. It has a pump. We love that. I don't know why I was under the impression that this was going to be sort of more of like a light coverage skin tint kind of thing. I don't know, but this is actually pretty full coverage, but I don't think that it looks full coverage. I don't think it ever looks heavy. This wears really well. I love the finish. It has a beautiful natural finish. This has been like a show stealer for me this year. Like I can't stop using this. And I actually I tried a couple things from the new Haus Labs relaunch this year. I'll get to the other one in a minute, but I have been so completely impressed by them that I really want to try more. And I'm really excited for what Haus Labs is going to do this year. What would I do next in my makeup? Foundation. I didn't really have a powder that stood out to me. I told you I don't have a whole lot or something in every category. Concealer. I'm not a big concealer fan, but this has been incredible this year. I can't stop using this. This is nothing new, but it's just the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer. It's been around for a long time and I love it. I'm not like a huge fan of the click up, you know, applicator, but it's fine. I use a very tiny bit. It's got, I would say, light coverage. I think it's light coverage, but it just does such a nice job of brightening things up. And I don't think that it looks like too much, but I love it. I have been using this nonstop. Mascaras. Again, not a lot, but I've bought 2 of these this year, so I think that means that I've been impressed by it. The Lancome Monsieur Big mascara. I love this. It is just such a good volumizing mascara. I love it. It doesn't like flake on me. I do find that sometimes I get like a tiny bit of transfer, which I don't love, but it's not a deal breaker for me. You can get some really nice volume with this. So I've been loving that. That was another one that I tried on the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty and it really impressed me. Bronzer. Let's start with one cream bronzer that has blown me away this year is the Rare Beauty bronzer stick. This is Happy Soul. I actually have a couple shades of this. I have this in a darker one, but this is clearly the one that I use the most. I'm wearing it today. It's so lovely. It is so unbelievably silky and smooth. It's not too warm. It's not too cool. It blends like an absolute dream. I just love this. I did hear that Rare Beauty is raising their prices this year, which kind of sucks, but I think that's probably, we're going to see that probably from a lot of people because the price of everything is just going up. Powder bronzers. I have 2 powder bronzers this year that, again, knocked my socks off. I almost can't believe it. I don't get excited by powder bronzers. I've really just been loving creams for like a long time. But I have to mention these 2 products. This is the other Haus Labs product I tried. This is their Power Sculpt Velvet Bronzer. And let me tell you what a perfect name that is. This feels like pure velvet, like suede. I mean, it is so soft. This is a very weird place to swatch it, but that is the shade. I got light level 3. I don't ever wear powder hardly ever. I don't hardly ever wear powder bronzers just on their own, except for this. Like, I wear this all the time on its own. It's so freaking beautiful, you guys. It blends itself. I mean, so good. The other drugstore bronzer that I've been loving, and I know I'm not the only one, this went incredibly viral this year, the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Bronzer. This is soft matte. I have the shade medium, I believe. Yes, I have the shade medium. This is another bronzer that is so soft. Not as soft as Haus Labs, but a little bit more pigmented. However, you know, I will say this, what I appreciate about this bronzer, so yes, it's pigmented, but it's not too pigmented to the point where like you put it on and you're not going to be able to blend it out. Like it's extremely blendable. It's buildable. You can go in with a light hand with this. I mean, it's really good. It has a really nice little mirror on the bottom too. But yeah, those have been absolute favorites for me. Blushes, didn't have a whole lot. I don't think I bought a ton of blush this year. One that I really have been loving though is the Rose Inc blush, I have the shade Heliotrope. I wanted to try this. I've wanted to try like everything Rose Inc has since they launched, but this is so stunning. This is another blush that I can't stop using. I don't even know what to say about it. I love the color. I love the formula. It's so easy to blend. I want to try more of these, but I'm really trying to like control myself when it comes to makeup purchases, even more so than I did last year. I think I did a good job last year, but I want to do even better this year. And then this little guy here, this Natasha Denona My Dream Cheek Trio, is so damn, I mean, it's so good, you guys. I don't know if this was a limited edition collection or if this is still available, but the formulas in here are just, they're just special. I'm wearing all three of these products today. I'm wearing the blush, the cream, and the powder, but this is the blush right there, right here. Yeah, it's, I think it's cream. Yeah, it says it's a cream blush. It does not feel like cream. I mean, it feels like the absolute softest powder blush you've ever felt in your life. But it's so nice. Again, super buildable. You know, you can sort of customize the intensity of your blush. This is the cream highlight, which is so I don't have any room left to swatch. Nor do I think you'll be able to see it if I swatch it. This is it right here. Yeah, look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then just the powder is beautiful too. It's like so finely milled. I don't know if you'll be able to see that down there, but that's it. But all of them, like the highlighters layered on top of each other, look beautiful. I don't feel like it's too much. I don't know. I'm one of those people that still loves a good highlight. I know it might be on its way out trend-wise, but I love a highlight. You're never going to take my nose highlight away. You're never going to take my Cupid's bow highlight away. But been loving those. Another highlighter that I really have loved is, again, the Rose Inc. I have the shade Prismatic. This is another formula that, like, I don't know how to describe. Like, I know it's a cream highlight, but it just almost doesn't feel like that in the pan. And I know it looks kind of dark, but for some reason this works on my skin. Like when you get it sheared out, it is stunning. It almost feels like, it almost goes on like a matte product, even though it's cream in the pan. I don't know, it's hard to describe, but I love that formula. And then lastly, lips. Just a few lip products that I have been in love with. I don't feel like I did a whole lot of lip product shopping this year, but you know I've been obsessed with these Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Inks. You know how much I love these. I talk about these all the time. Like, all of these shades are beautiful. I'm wearing Cheeky today, this nude color. This will stay on all day. These stay on all day. They stay shiny, they stay glossy. I don't know how, but they do. This is another one that I've been loving. I got the Makeup by Mario, what are these even called? Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum. I got the shade Honey Glow. First of all, I actually do love this. That's very satisfying. These are beautiful. They are plumping, but they're not, I don't really appreciate a plumping product, if I'm being honest. But these are not like painful. They're just they're very nice, like just light minty feel. They're not uncomfortable, but these are like, they're so incredibly glossy. I think like the glossiness mixed with the plumping does kind of do something for your lips, but this is another product that like I want. I want more of. I want like every shade of these, but that's it. I think that's it. That's all of the products that I just really, again, I felt like I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't share some of like the most beautiful things that I tried this past year. I hope you enjoyed watching. I am looking forward to this new year. Like I said, I hope that the new year is being kind to you. I hope that the new year is everything that you want it to be, whatever your intentions are, whatever your goals are. I wish them for you. I hope that this new year brings you everything you want. I know that I personally am hoping for some things in this new year, but if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, do all the things, stick around for some more content. Speaking of content, remember that time I said I was going to try to upload more in December, and then I uploaded literally one video? Sorry about that, but you guys, December was a monster of a month. There was just a lot going on for us personally as a family. It was a beast. I just, like, other things took priority, and I apologize, but I am excited for the new year. Again, I hope you will stick around. Until next time, take care of yourselves and take care of each other, beauties.